Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the dress rehearsal. I'm Ella Banerjee, very excited to be the MC at this year's annual dinner. I'm going to be welcoming everybody into this space, talking about what a year it's been, but so happy that all of us at EBSC, staff, volunteers, community, we are showing up, we are still here, and I'm just so humbled by the strength and the resilience and dedication of our amazing community. It's going to be a wonderful night to celebrate all of our community members today. And I'm going to start the program. I'd like to start the program with a healing meditation and a poetry reading from Naomi Ortiz. And I'm going to say Naomi's intro. I just said it. So now welcome, Naomi.
Naomi, you're muted.
Thanks. Popped up and I wasn't, okay. So I should be unmuted now. And I will be doing a general land acknowledgement and bringing in of the folks that we carry with us. And I'll be reading a poem. And I know I have 5 minutes, so I will keep it within that time frame. And is there something I should do to transition?
Yeah. If you, well, it's an interesting question. You could close with some sort of reflection. The person who's going to talk next is Ella. If you wanted to, you could say, I'm really pleased now to hand the mic over to Ella, who will give us a little bit more of an overview for the evening. But only if that feels right, because otherwise you could end in some way, and then Ella will come on and thank you for your opening session.
Yeah, I would say as long as I know that you're ending or what you're ending with, that's how I'll know to transition.
Okay. I hopefully will have time. I haven't timed it out, which I will for the evening. Hopefully I'll end with a short quote just around receiving, that this is a time to also share with each other and receive and be in community with each other. So I will, and I think I'll say something, and I'm happy to pass this back to Ella, or I'll say something that's better, but send it back to Ella.
Yeah, you could also say something like, thank you for being here tonight, or something like that, and then hand it back over to Ella.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks, Naomi.
All right. I want to thank Naomi for that beautiful poetry reading and introduction, for setting the tone of our evening. We're so grateful for you. Now I'm going to give a bit of an overview of our program, all the exciting people we're going to hear from, other things we're going to hear from. It's also, we have mentioning the really easy text to donate feature, so easy. And you can also email, and we're going to talk about our how all our donations are going to be matched and doubled. So great. I'm grateful to our community. And so we're going to start our program tonight by sharing this bright video testimony by Ana Flores.
This is Anna's video, and the video's over.
That was an incredible video. Thank you to Ana for sharing her testimony about the enduring power of Santuario. I'm now going to invite you to sit back and hear from the EBSC staff members. We're going to talk about all their incredible work they've been doing this year.
This is a video about EBSC staff members. And now it is over.
Okay, so this is where I talk about the naturalization work, right? And I introduce myself. I'm still working on that. So I guess we can move on to the next part.
Yeah, so basically, your basic two-minute introduction and then a little bit about your work, and then you say, we invite you to now watch the story of, basically you'll introduce Romelia, who is your client. So you can introduce her however you want. The story of a beautiful client, Romelia.
Got it.
And
Sorry, I have a question actually. Are those videos ready yet or no? Is there any way we can see them beforehand?
We have a draft of Romelia's, and definitely I can share that with you when it's ready. I can share the draft with you, and then when the final version is ready, I can share that with you as well.
Okay. Also the EBSC staff video, is that something you can share?
Yes.
Because it says that I'm just like supposed to like react to it. So
yeah, exactly. I will share that with you as soon as they're ready. We're still editing furiously, so they're not quite ready yet. So basically, we invite you now to watch the story of our wonderful client Romelia, and you can share some of your words, because I know you worked with her quite closely. And then we watch Romelia's video, and then it comes back to you.
All
so
right.
Let's go back to you, and then you talk about how the citizenship is poignant for every one of our clients. We have the chance to listen to their dreams and accompany them along the way. Achieving citizenship is an amazing accomplishment that opens the door for our clients to finally feel safe and able to pursue their dreams. Unfortunately, many in our community are not allowed to pursue this pathway to citizenship, including people with temporary protected status, DACA, and 11 million undocumented residents of the US. I want to introduce now one of our TPS clients, Javier Mejia, and his son, Tony Mejia, who will speak more about the campaign for permanent residency. So that would be your introduction to Javier and Tony.
Okay. So what Lisa just said, and then I introduced Javier and Tony.
Hi everybody, my name is Javier. ¿Tengo que comenzar con la historia ahorita o después? Lisa?
Si tú quieres comenzar con la historia, tu historia, pero si no te vemos bien.
Arréglate.
You're a little bit cut off, so there you go. That's
Okay.
good. And you don't have to say the whole thing right now, but you can share a little bit of your story if you want.
Okay. Yeah, hello, my name is Javier Mejia. I'm a TPS holder. I live in USA since 2000. And now I still working as essential worker. And he's my son. He's a citizenship. He born in USA. My wife and my older son, he's 24 years old. We have a TPS too.
We can see.
Hi, my name is Anthony Mejia. I'm 12 years old. I have citizenship.
You're born here.
And I was born in the Bay Area. I'm here to fight for citizenship because hundreds of thousands of kids are afraid of losing their parents every single day. And I'm here to represent them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Javier and Tony, for sharing your experiences. And then it goes back to Ella.
And I'm going to thank Brenda for leading us through that section, as well as thanking all of our incredible community members who shared their testimonies and their journeys. We're grateful to Romelia, Anna, all of our clients, and of course to Javier, Tony, and so many other families who are living in limbo as they fight for the dream of citizenship and long-term protections. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the Amplifying Sanctuary Voices project, also known as ASV, talk about that a little bit. We're very excited that one of our ASV collaborators, Shabnam, will be talk about the documentary film that she's working on. And I'm very excited to share a trailer for No Separate Survival.
This is the No Separate Survival trailer. And now it's over.
That was an incredible trailer. I think we're all moved by it. Thank you to Shabnam. Very excited for that project. I'm also really grateful to introduce someone who's been part of ASB for many years now. My great honor to introduce our next speaker, Pavi. And I'm going to give Pavi's intro. We're so lucky to have her as part of the ASB leadership team. And now I'm excited to pass the mic to Pavi.
This is Pavi's video. It's beautiful. Not that the others weren't. And now
Okay, I think it goes back to me, and then I'm going to introduce Francisco. I think that's what's happening.
Yes.
Okay.
So Pavi's going to be pre-recorded in a video, and then then you say thank you to Pavi and all the narrators, and then you are going to hand the mic to Francisco,
Okay.
who sings the story of the sanctuary movement. He was going to join tonight, but I don't know if he's in the standby room or not, Rebecca. If not, we can.
he's not here.
Okay, we can do a mic check with him at the end. I just texted him. So Francisco's going to do a little musical interlude. He's going to, he's on the road now. He said he'll be here in 10 minutes. So, you, after Francisco does his song, Pierre is going to come on and do a live update on Haiti. Rebecca,
directly after Francisco, so I won't be okay.
Yeah, I think we'll have Francisco introduce Pierre. Labossiere. So, and then Pierre will speak for 3 minutes, and then Pierre will introduce Tani. Oh, and Rebecca, can you or Matt email Kavina? And
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I think Matt can do that.
Okay.
Okay, we also don't have Pierre, right?
No, we have to set up a different time with him. He wasn't able to make it.
Okay, so Ella will introduce Francisco. Francisco will do a small piece. Then Francisco will introduce Pierre. Pierre will do a small, or will do his speech, and then Pierre is going to introduce Tani, right, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to remove all of you, and I'm going to pretend to be Pierre. So I'm Pierre. I just gave. Sorry, everyone, this is so haphazard. I just gave my speech, and now I would really like to introduce someone who's going to give us an update on Afghanistan. This is Tani.
All right. Okay, so saludos. I'm Tani. I'm a paralegal at EBSC. I'll chat a little bit about. Now, I think I'm supposed to react to Pavi first. I think that was what Lisa wanted me to do, and kind of transition in. Also, I'm reading notes on the corner of my screen. So, all right. So yeah, just kind of talk about the crisis. Obviously, like offer our solidarity. And then mention, obviously, the collaborations that's kind of ongoing with PARS, Afghan Innovation Foundation, et cetera. Talk about our current plans to assist, which is kind of working on work permits currently for those who are here on humanitarian parole. What else do we go? Sorry if my text messages are going off. Oops. Okay. Talk about, kind of mention briefly fundraising. And kind of not too aggressively, but hope that people get the memo that we want them to donate. And then also kind of, hopefully at that point, I'll have some sort of reference of a story that we can talk about, and then that'll be it.
Yeah, and I'll mention this now, and we can mention it to everybody else. If you do have notes that you want to be looking at, it's a good idea to have them at eye level so that it doesn't look so much like you're reading.
Cool.
You can tape them up somehow. And then, yeah, so you can just end with, we are also starting to fundraise to support this work. Every donation makes a difference. And then that will go right to Ella.
Sweet.
You wanted to, you could say, and I'm going to hand it back to Ella.
Cool. I would briefly mention that, like, in the months, like in the coming months, that we may potentially be doing some sort of like social media fundraising. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, you and I can talk separately about that.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So just whatever you're going to say to end.
Okay, yeah, so pass it back to Ella.
All right, thank you, Tani. Gonna thank Francisco, Maria, Pavi, all of our staff and clients. This is gonna be the donation break, so we're gonna have the event thermometer, I think, on the screen. We're looking at it. We can see we're now at $1 million. It's incredible. And I'm gonna explain how you can text. I'm gonna show how you can do it. So easy. There's going to be a brief slideshow of our digital ads and sponsors. We're going to thank them. And then I'm going to pass it over to Kavina, who's going to introduce our 2021 Sanctuary Champions.
Great. So I'm glad that we did a rehearsal because it did not work on Safari, so I had to go into Chrome. So I will do my introduction to welcome and honor Dr. Nick Nelson and Dr. Amina Ahmad and all the great work that they do. I'm still working on that. So once I have that prepared, I will be more ready to do this introduction. But for now, I'd like to introduce and pass it on to Nick.
Hey, I will be wearing something more formal than a scrub top, and I will have prepared remarks that will go over really well and acknowledge the seminal and important work of EBSC and encourage people to make large donations, but I haven't written them yet. So I definitely will have written them by the time we have the event.
That's great. And the only other thing I would say is that you will have an opportunity to give your own little mini introduction of Amina,
Oh,
who
perfect.
you probably admire quite a lot. And so feel free to introduce her, and then we'll just go directly from you to Amina.
Will do.
Yeah, perfect.
So this is Amina, who's not with us right now. She also, like Nick, will talk about the seminal work of EBSC and encourage everyone to donate. I liked that, Nick. Okay, and then once Amina's done talking, we will go back to Ella.
Great, and so I'm going to thank Nick. We'll thank Kavina, Nick, and Amina. We're so grateful for you both and your inspiring words and dedication. We're going to thank all of our speakers today. I'm now going to do a final unveiling of the event thermometer. Wow, we made it to insert huge amount of money here. And this includes blank and matching funds from tonight. Remember that every donation up to $5,000 will be matched at the end of October. Thanking everyone. I'd like to now pass it over to Sister Maureen to share a few words of gratitude.
Do we know if Sister can enter? I think we wanted to try to see if she could do it now.
Is she in the?
She was in the Zoom.
Yeah, she was.
Okay, so Matt, yes, can you please email, text, or call her? I would call her actually and make sure that she has access to the StreamYard. In the meantime, Rebecca, for the people who are still listening, could you give a couple more of the tips, like in terms of the lighting and, not having your notes, you don't want to be looking down at your notes.
Yeah, I think we only have Kavina and Tony and Javier left, but I can still share. But I'll definitely share that as well in the in an email. But yeah, yeah, if you can, have your notes in front of you so that you're looking at the camera. I think Javier and Tony, you did that great. You're just speaking, as well as be completely in the frame. Don't have any light behind you. Have it in front of you. Yeah. Anything else, Lisa?
No, I think that's about it.
Matt, any word from sister?
Matt says he's calling her.
And then I guess we also need to.
Okay. And Francisco's also running a little late, so we might just be here for a second. This is exactly what's going to happen in the annual dinner.
It's going to be awesome. We have such a great program.
I know.
Our sensational program. Did you write that, Lisa, in the script?
Sensational. I think that's something that was an Autism.
Yeah, I might tweak that a little bit.
You do, please do that.
Do we have room for me to do my stand-up routine in type 5?
Yeah, I really want you to, do some new work for us here.
Never seen before Ella Banerjee stand up.
Maybe we could bring Javier and Tony back on if they're here, just to make sure and see if they have any questions.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions?
No, we don't have any question right now.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. Right now, how you look right now is perfect. So
right.
on the
Thank
evening,
you.
do it like that.
Okay.
And if you look at your notes, then make sure that they're not looking down, but looking kind of up.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And if you want to practice beforehand, we can set up a time and practice on Zoom. You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. I'll email you and we'll set up a time to practice, maybe on Wednesday.
Okay.
What time works for you?
Can be 5 p.m.
Okay. Is that the best time for you?
Yes.
Okay. You're on for Wednesday the 20th at 5 p.m. I'll send you a Zoom link.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
Thank you both.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for being here.
And then there were 4.
So the only other people in the
You're doing great, Matt. All good.
is Kavina there still, or is anybody else?
Kavina left.
Okay.
She said in the chat she's going to take off, but feel free to give me some tips on lighting and seating. My setup is a little odd this year, but hopefully I won't cut out. Yeah, I'll send that email, lighting and all of that, and along with the kind of reminder that we'll enter early and we'll check on everyone's setup.
And then in the email, it also has people kind of the dress code that it's a little, dress up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then Ella, yes, please revise the script, make it as funny as you want.
I'll try not to crack too many ridiculous jokes, but yeah, I'm going to go through and kind of look at the script. And so by the time we meet next week, which should hopefully be in a good place and flow well. And but thank you for having the whole script there. That's
important. Yeah. It's just a structure for you, but please make it your own. You're going to be awesome. You are such a good speaker and very fluid. So
you're excited to be there.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Okay. So sister, sister, I'm on the StreamYard with Rebecca and Lisa and Ella, and I'm trying to figure out why it won't let you in.
What is it saying?
It's saying, well, basically, it sounds like she's at the part where she is supposed to be entering the studio, and when she clicks enter studio, nothing happens. So that's why I was asking if there was.
Did she allow the microphone? Allow video? There should be a pop-up that allows you to do that.
Sister, did you see something along the lines of allow this website to use your phone, your camera, and your mic?
No.
Okay.
It just said StreamYard, and then and I entered as you gave it to me, and it says you're entering a broadcast studio, and in the middle there's an icon. It says no mic dash cam access.
Can she refresh maybe and see if that will pop up that allows her to use the mic and the camera?
Yeah, sister, can you close out the StreamYard link and click it again from the email I sent you?
Okay, so I close it out.
Yes, close it out and start again.
Okay. Now I start. It says you're entering a broadcast studio. Pro tip. And then it enters, you're entering a broadcast studio. Same thing. So you want me to refresh?
So, well, but when you hit enter studio, nothing happens.
Okay, I didn't hit it this time, but I know it looks the same. Yeah, nothing happens.
Can she type her name? Is there an option to type her name?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, sister. So a question for you. So number one, so there should be a box where you get to say like enter your name or choose a display name. Did you type something in there or is it blank?
There isn't any space for me to sign my name. The only thing, just StreamYard and
oh, sorry. I was gonna say I kind of am seeing what this looks like when I try to do it. And so I see you're entering a broadcast studio, and then it says no mic cam access. And then under that, there's a blue button that says allow mic / cam access. Does she see that blue button? Maybe?
no, unless it's down way below. You mean it's below to enter studio? Yeah, it is below.
There it is. Yeah, right there. Cool. Okay, if you click that, it should then allow you to enter, I think.
Or that's where you get to the place where you see your name.
Yeah, and then you can type in your name.
Okay, so click allow on the. Okay.
Amina's going to try to join too.
It says allow.
Yeah.
You should allow it.
Okay. Okay. So then it says mic is working.
Great.
And I put in my name. Display name, it says.
Yeah, so you can just enter Sister Maureen.
Okay.
Rebecca, question. We can rename from the.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm. And underneath it says enter studio.
Hit enter studio.
Can't wait to see her.
All right. Sister, I hung up the phone, so you're no longer on the call.
You're in the show, it says. Oh, everybody can hear you.
No, you're good. Sister, we can hear you.
You can hang up the phone. You can hang up the phone.
Yeah, I did hang up the phone.
No, I was telling Sister.
Oh, my ear.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, she has the.
She's putting your headphones in.
Hi, Sister. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I hear you beautifully.
Great.
Okay.
Whoa.
Awesome. I was sorry. I hung up the phone on you a little too early, I think, and I might have confused you. But so that's how you enter StreamYard.
Thank you. I can follow the directions. I've never done this before.
Ah.
That's why we're having a rehearsal, sister. So that it worked. Do you think it'll work on the day of the event?
I mean, it should if there's some one of you around, in case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you'll just be doing the same process like you did this time. I'm not even sure that you'll have to allow permissions now that she's done it the first time. But yeah, it'll be the same thing, and you'll just enter. And then you'll just wait until Ella introduces you, and then I will bring you in on screen.
So Amina just joined, and then Nick was also going to come back on just to see if there's any final questions. And then maybe they could practice together. If
Yeah.
Nick is there, we can go through Nick and Amina together, and then we can go to Ella, and then sister, you can practice what you want to say for just a minute or two, saying thank you to everybody. And then we'll go on to Francisco, who hopefully will join us shortly.
I'm going to ask him what his ETA is.
And then, yeah, so we'll, Nick, is Nick back on?
He's not yet.
Is Amina on?
Amina on? Yes, Amina is on. So I'm going to remove sister and Matt. Goodbye. Hi, Amina.
Hi.
Hi, you made it. Yay, welcome.
Nice to see everybody.
So good to see you. So glad that it worked. Oh, can Rebecca, can you or Matt send the link to Nick again?
Mm-hmm.
The StreamYard link. So Amina, we've already kind of gone through the program, but since you're here now and since Nick is going to come back on, we thought we could just go through it again. Kavina is going to introduce HRC, and Nick and you. He'll give a brief introduction and honoring you as our 2021 Sanctuary Champions. And then Nick's going to come on for 5 minutes and say what he's going to say. And then he's going to introduce you. He's going to share a few words to introduce you. And then you'll come on. Do you feel like you're going to have 5 minutes of remarks? Is that the right amount of time for you?
That's plenty.
Okay. If you end up having less than that, just let me know ahead of time if possible, because I can adjust things in the agenda. But, you know, hoping you can speak about kind of the broader context of your work with survivors of torture and, you know, not necessarily just with the HRC, but in general, the medical and psychological forensic evaluations and just anything really that you think our audience would be interested in hearing about, you know, the importance of this work.
Okay.
Really, whatever you want to say. Did you want to practice at all tonight, or?
I haven't figured out exactly what I'm saying yet. So
Okay, no worries. Well, maybe we can at least practice the transitions. But is Nick on?
Yes, Nick is back. So I think we might as well just kind of go back to that section, starting with.
Why don't you pretend like you're Kavina and introduce HRC, Nick, and Amina?
Yeah, and then we'll keep moving through that. So Ella, you'll do the donation break, introduce sister, and then I think Francisco is almost here. So hopefully we'll be able to go straight into the ending.
Yeah. So I'm introducing Kavina, who's Rebecca.
Yeah, we'll start from that, Ella. So let me remove all of us. Oh, and Francisco is here. Awesome. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce Kavina, aka Rebecca, who will introduce our 2021 Sanctuary Champions.
Hi, I'm Kavina. I'm a lawyer at EBSC, and I'm so honored to introduce our two Sanctuary champions, Nick and Amina. And first, we have.
Oh, yeah. I was just wondering, I mean, I guess I can't see you guys or talk to you while I'm in the box, but I just put this in the text. I was wondering if maybe Amina wanted to go first just because she was actually first and she trained me to run the pool.
I'm open to that. If you and Amina think that would make more sense, we can, Amina, do you think that makes more sense for you to start out?
Either way is fine with me. So sure, we can do that.
Okay. So then Amina will go first, and then you get to introduce Nick. So let's go back and try that again, just with the transitions.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kavina. I'd like to introduce our two honorees, Amina and Nick. And so first we have Amina.
Hi, everyone. I'm really honored to be here today, and I'm going to talk for 5 minutes about something. I'd like to introduce now Dr. Nick Nelson, who I had the privilege of getting to know and working with at Highland Hospital when I was at the Human Rights Clinic. I don't know if there's something in particular that, like a little blurb about Nick that I can say that you can, one of you, maybe Nick can provide for me, but that'd be great.
Yeah, I can also share the bio that Nick shared with us. But Nick, if you have anything that you want to share with Amina, you can do that too. But I'll send you something, Amina.
No, I don't think that needs to be more than an introduction to that, because I can talk about sort of what's happened since I took over. And when Amina handed the clinic over to me, there wasn't much to introduce because I was like just out of residency. So, I will also talk for 5 minutes and try not to overlap too much with Amina.
All right, and then it goes to me. So I'll say thank you to Nick. Thank you to Amina. We're really honored to have your inspiring words. I want to thank all of our speakers today for sharing their creativity and their stories to connect us to the spirit of sanctuary. We have a final unveiling of our event thermometer, which is wonderful. We're going to see how much we've raised. Question for backstage: when the event thermometer is up, like, how is that logistically going to work? Like, is it going to be on StreamYard, or how does it work?
Yeah, that'll be screen shared through Matt won't be Matt, he'll be a screen. Sorry to dehumanize you in that way, Matt. And it'll kind of be like we are right now. Like I would be the big screen of the visual and you will be little small.
Okay. Sounds great.
And Ella, we can practice that next Thursday too.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. I just wanted to double check. Okay. So, all right. So I'm going to unveil the thermometer, see how much we've raised. Very exciting. Encourage people to continue donating. And now I'd like to invite Sister Maureen to share a few words of gratitude before we close tonight.
Thank you. I haven't it all together yet, but I'd just share a little bit. So what a joy it is to be this evening with you, here with you this evening, and to be able to just appreciate who you are and what's happened over this past year. So with all the turmoil in this past year and in the past month, the homeless families waiting in Mexico for a hearing, the many children deported and whose parents are separated from their parents who have not yet been found. And then, of course, the pandemic that stole so many lives. And just very, very recently, over the past month or two, the tragic situation in Afghanistan and the thousands of Haitians deported to a country following the massacre of their president, the earthquakes, and so much more. Indeed, we could despair. But EBSC, rather than despairing, chose to put in place the platforms that facilitated our many programs so that our wonderful staff could continue their work, what they do every day, etc. So I have just a little bit more. Not finished, but almost.
The one thing I'll say is please do whatever you can to make it look like you're not reading, looking down. So make it look like you're looking at your camera. And,
oh yeah, there's a way of doing that. But see, there's no place I could put my little piece. I couldn't see it is the thing.
I know. So if you want to make it in like really big letters and tape it on your computer or do something or memorize it or just speak from your heart, whatever you want to do is okay. But do whatever you can to not read. I
won't read. I remember the one time I made a video before. Rohala he had stuck it onto the screen.
Good.
And so, you had no choice but put your head up. Maybe too much.
Sounds good. All right.
But I want to thank all of you, and I will do that. And I'll give you all the blessings that will keep you going for the next 2 years.
All right, thank you, sister, for those beautiful words. So I'm gonna thank everyone once again, all of our honorees, our staff, and our volunteers, and Sister Maureen, inviting all those watching to sit back, enjoy your pupusas, and listen to music for a wonderful 15-minute mini concert with Francisco. So thank you all again so much. Thank you for donating, for being part of our community, and please enjoy tonight's concert.
Good evening. East Bay Sanctuary Covenant, you've been a beacon of hope for so many of us, whether it's folks that are fleeing so many of these U.S. destructive policies, or whether it's those of us who've been here, who've been awakened by your work to become more human. So thank you very much. And thank you to all the folks who are here with us tonight, growing that thermometer of hope. And we'll start with this song. And do I do the song now? Or a piece of it? Cuánta dulzura y valor de una madre y su hija que migra y camina hacia una vida mejor. If this is really the home of the brave, may our gates now be open, for you had the courage to walk through a perilous fight with a child in your arms. Our children are sacred, nuestras niñas son sagradas. Our children are beautiful, bellas son. Our children are a gift, son el regalo más amado. Our children are sacred, sagradas son. And we would go on, continue. No?
Wonderful. So, Francisco, hi.
Hi, Elisa.
Nice to meet you, see you again. So we have you coming on at around 5:40 for this song, Our Children Are Sacred, and, sharing a few words just like what you did, singing the song, and then you will be introducing Pierre Labossière, whom I'm sure you know quite well. And so, when you finish the song, you can say, now it's my great pleasure to introduce, my good friend, Pierre Labossière, who's going to, talk to us about Haiti, or however you want to say it.
Yeah.
He'll give his update on Haiti. And then at the end of so that's about, your song in the middle is from about 5:40 to 5:44. And then at the end, which is going to be around 6:10 or so, you'll do 3 more songs. And I just wanted to confirm, you can really make those whatever you want. I mean, you can start with a few words. Sister Maureen will have just said her goodbye and thank you to everybody. We will have kind of closed out the formal program, and then you're going to start your mini concert, and you can mix talking with the songs as you do so beautifully. I had put you down for Pueblo Pueblo, Saber ante la migra, and Nuevo Sol, but you can do other ones if you want.
Yeah. Okay. No, those are the ones. Those are the ones. I just got my dyslexia hit and I got it backwards right now.
No worries. No, Our Children Are Sacred is going to be the one in the middle, I think.
In the middle, yeah.
Beautiful.
Very
yeah.
good.
And then if you do those 3 songs, how long do you think 3 songs will be?
Those 3 songs together will be 15 minutes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably about right. Or if you wanted to sing a 4th song, we would not be opposed. Like if you have a 4th one, that would be great. It kind of depends on how much talking you do in between. But basically, I think there's going to be enough. There's going to be probably 20 minutes.
Okay.
So we would love to have you play your beautiful music if you're open to that.
Very happy to do it.
Okay. Or the other question I guess I have for Rebecca is if we would want to have Francisco sing 2 songs in the middle and then 2 songs at the end.
And you what like I guess why would you want to do that? My only concern there is that I think the end of the program we've always typically done kind of the longer concert session, and the one at the beginning is kind of like the teaser taste, and it's just a nice kind of introduction.
Okay, we can keep it that way.
Yeah, I think I would think I would keep it as one, and then have the longer concert session at the end, so people can eat their pieces and kind of just relax. Yeah,
sounds good. That's the other thing for the middle part, though, Francisco, that you'll introduce it, you'll share some words, you'll sing, you'll play the song, and then you'll say, I'm really looking forward to sharing a mini concert at the end of this program, and I hope you'll stay on to hear some more songs, and then you introduce the year.
Perfect. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other questions?
Should I do the Star Spangled Banner?
Oh, please don't.
For Sister Maureen, that was.
If you have to do something special for Sister Maureen, you have to do what you do.
I have to do a Christian Shield.
Christian Shield. I taught him that. That's a Gaelic song. But I want just remember one member of the oh my God, the name of the Irish group that died today. He was so famous, and
Of the Chieftains?
The Chieftains, yeah.
Oh.
One of the Chieftains died today. He was like 83 or 84. So if you have your tin whistle and all of the
You
others.
dare to call me a terrorist as you look down your gun.
Wow.
And I think of all the things that you have done. You have conquered many nations. You have plundered many lands. You have terrorized their people. You ruled with an iron hand, and you brought a reign of terror to my land.
It's true, but he's one of the things, he was very devoted to Mexico, and he is the one that told the story. Nobody knew about the 50 Mexicans who joined the Mexican army, and they were called the patricians. So he created several songs and honored them. They were slaughtered by the USA afterwards. So the USA Army told them to go and to fight against Mexico, but they got a group together and they decided that they were going to. They loved the Mexican people, and that's what they're going to do. So, and there are statues to them, or something like monuments in Mexico. Anyway, Francisco, you know more about this than I do.
Awesome. Okay, thank you, Francisco.
Francisco, one small thing that you probably already know, since I know this is just the rehearsal, but we can see your open closet in the back.
Oh yeah, no, I'll have a different. This has like you can do a background thing. But thanks for mentioning that.
Just in case.
I don't think you can do a background on StreamYard is the only.
Oh, it's not? Okay, good.
Yeah. So if you can find a place where, or even just, facilitate the camera in some way. Yeah. And also then that also means like have a nice light on the front of your face. What?
Close the
Close
closet.
the closet door.
Oh, that too. Awesome.
And then the other thing, Rebecca, I'm going to send a text to the group me that that we'll do another mic check for everyone on October 23rd at 4:30 p.m. Right?
Yes. For those of you still on and listening, kind of before we start, we'll have you come on early and we'll do a mic check with you, check that your background looks good, and that we're all set to go. And I'll send out an email about all that as well. So yeah. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email or text Lisa or I, or ask questions in the group me. And yeah, I think that's it.
That's a wrap. Do you have any other questions, Francisco?
Ready to go. I'll close the closet door.
Awesome.
We're glad to have you. We're excited.
Me too. Very, very much. Thank you.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay, Rebecca, do you want to talk on the other link for this brief chat? Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.